In today's video, I'm going to set the scene and give you a bit of background into something I would love to grow, but can't because of size, and how that led me to meet another YouTuber who did the most gorgeous thing. Let me hand over to Clare from the Veg Plot Thickens and she'll explain.
I saw a video that Eli made where she said she'd love to grow broccoli in her garden, but she can't because she doesn't have the space for it. But I also knew that Eli grows broccoli rabe in her garden, and my tenderstem plant was significantly smaller than the broccoli rabe plant, so I knew that she'd have space to grow this. I thought to myself, why don't I send Eli some of these seeds? And that's exactly what I did. I sent the seeds to Eli all the way to Scotland with a little note to say I thought that this was something she might like to grow in her garden. A simple gesture from one gardener to another, sending them some seeds of something you know that they are missing from growing in their garden. Oh, phone's ringing. Oh, hello you.
Hello you. You building more greenhouses?
No, I'm just doing a little bit of weeding. No, it's no bother.
No. Look, I just got your gorgeous card and your seeds. So I was actually thinking about them, they're in my plan, so great minds. I tell you what, do you want an excuse to stop weeding? Because I'm going to go and sow these. Do you want to join me?
Yeah, just give me 2 minutes. I'll get set up in the polytunnel and I'll give you a ring back. How's that?
Yeah. Okay, do that. I've got a couple of bits and bobs I'll do first, and then, well, I'll meet you. I'll be in the greenhouse, you can be in your polytunnel. Okay, see you in a bit. Actually, let me set the scene for you guys before I get going with this. So lovely of Clare. Gorgeous little card and the seeds, but I genuinely was already thinking of these because I love broccoli and sprouting broccoli. I mean, it's like my favourite proper veggie to eat, because tomatoes don't count as a veggie, yeah. But I do love it and we eat a lot of it. But the thing is, given how often I tell you guys to grow the things you eat, I don't grow broccoli. Now, I've already spoken about this in a video years ago, but let me just clarify something here. This is all of the space I have for growing my veggies out here. I've got this and I've got the greenhouse. And we did try broccoli a good long time ago before we were on YouTube, when we were just a blog. And I didn't get no, that's not true. We got, I think, 2 harvests out of it. The main problem being, we were quite new, so I was still learning a lot of stuff. So I crammed it into that bed because I was thinking I need to make it worth my while to be growing this, because you sow it and leave it in the ground for a whole year. So I'd probably be sowing it roughly about now, and I'd be harvesting, sprouting broccoli, I'd be harvesting the following January, February, March time. So it takes up that bed for the whole year. If you've only got this amount of space, that's a big commitment. So I crammed it in, so that didn't help. But also it got mullered by the caterpillars and it really put me off. So these days I don't bother, because thinking about space-wise, it's not really a good plan for me. Which is why when I first saw these, I got excited. These are going to be small enough that I can grow them in my greenstalk. So of course I've got to give it a try. So let's head back into the greenhouse and get set up before Clare phones back. pen, labels. Get the labels done in advance, because you know what I'm like. I put broccolini on the label because these are called here, these are Tenderstem broccoli. Tenderstem is actually a trademark here for this, but you can get this all over the world and it has different names. So broccolini is quite common, or asperoc, or things like that. So I've written broccolini on the label because it's much easier to get that on a label than Tenderstem Inspiration F1.
Right, I think I've got a tray. Yep, got a tray of compost ready. I think the seeds are in the desk. Yep, got them. Got a label. Right. Let's ring her back.
Okay. Oh, there's Claire. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm set up, I'm ready to go, but I've realised I need my hands to do this, so I'm going to have to put you down, mate. I hope you don't mind. I've got a very convenient plant pot that I'm going to just lean you against there. I'm sorry, I know it's not the best view for you, but I can see you, and it means I can talk to the tiny people in my camera, because they're kind of priority. Sorry. Right, okay. We're going to sow these then. So I was just telling the guys the whole story about me and the broccoli and the fact that I love it, but I don't grow it just because it takes up so much space for so much of the year. So these are perfect.
I know you love your broccoli. That's why I sent you the seeds.
Much, much smaller plants. And you found that you grew this last year.
They only grew to about this tall in my garden last year. They were not much bigger than the normal calabreses, but they cropped for ages and they were so sweet and tender. They were absolutely delicious.
Yeah, so that's perfect then. So I was saying I'm going to do these in the greenstalk. That's my plan. I know you've got a proper brassica cage type thing set up, so you'll grow them outdoors. But we'll sow them together and we'll see what happens. I'll do the same then. Tray the same as you, and I've already got my mix made up.
I'm just going to scatter them over the top of this seed tray. There's not many seeds in the packet.
Oh no. I'll be a bit neater than you about doing this. There's no sprinkling with gay abandon here. Right, so the whole thing with these are... Okay, that's weird. So I've got my seeds in this packet, but there's loads of other stuff in with them. Right, I'm going to have to be careful here. There's other seeds in here. Look at this. I don't know if you'll even be able to see this. The larger seeds there, the round ones, that is the ones I'm going to sow. The other stuff that's in with them is not sprouting broccoli. So I won't be sowing that. That's going in the bin because I don't know what it is. But I'm going to do this in proper rows so that I can see where they are and I know how many plants have germinated. And that way they're nice little handleable plants. Right. So there we go. 3.5 rows, that's all I'm going to get. Okay. A fine covering of compost. So you'll hear this a lot with seeds. You get it a lot with greens, salads, that type of thing. It's small seeds that don't want to be buried too deeply, so you just give them a really fine covering. It's just so that they're covered enough with the compost to keep them moist, that's all it is, and to stop them drying out. You're not actually burying them, so with those types of seeds you don't like press them down. It's just enough. It's where these little sieves come in really handy. There we go. This is my press that Kate made me, and it just lets me make sure those seeds are in contact with the soil. Because again, it's about the moisture. Yeah, okay. My watering can's over there. I'll have to go and get it. But yeah, that's it. No big drama. And that is my broccolini, or my Tenderstem broccoli, or my aspirate. It's that same idea. But I'll be picking these as little shoots, so it's not to grow to be a big head of broccoli. It's the little shoots like sprouting broccoli. But it's green, not purple. And I can't wait. Apparently, it is just going to be exactly like the stuff you get in the supermarket. So it's going to be brilliant. So thank you, Claire. I really appreciate this, and it'll be fun to watch how these grow together.
I was thinking actually, it's probably quite a bit warmer for me, isn't it, down here in Staffordshire? So do you think that maybe mine will germinate and sort of start a bit faster than yours? It'd be interesting to see if they catch up with each other and harvest at the same time, wouldn't it?
It's going to be interesting to see how quickly they grow and the difference for you, because you planted plug plants last year, but you did it quite late. You did it in like July. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. You were harvesting, I think, right up till autumn, like the end of September. No, you harvested at Christmas, didn't you?
I remembered last year they were teeny tiny plugs when I planted them, and I was harvesting the broccoli probably from the end of August, early September, right through until Christmas. I did harvest the last lot for Christmas.
Gonna put this up in a sunbeam on that shelf, and fingers crossed that these germinate really fast.
You'll be germinating yours in the greenhouse, won't you? So I'll do mine here in the polytunnel, and then we can compare that difference as well and see how we get on. Anyway, I need to get back to the garden. I'll catch you soon. Bye.
See you, Claire, and I'll see you guys next. Oh, giveaway, I forgot. We absolutely loved reading all of your comments over the last week and hearing all your funny stories about your plans. It was really good. But the comment picker that picked a random comment has chosen Don Lalick. So Don, if you drop me a wee email, I'll get your details and we'll get you sorted with your greenstalk. And for a bit more fun, the YouTube algorithm says you should watch this video next. Did it get you right? Does it know you? See you next week, folks.